iniquities of our fathers.
Why? Because we're paying for the sins of our forefathers. It was prophesied in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter that we would go into slavery on slave ships. And Moses warned us. The Most High warned us through Moses. If we didn't keep the commandments, we would be that reproach.
Right.
Our nationality would be taken away.
Give me Jeremiah 17:4.
Our history would be taken away. Now, the identity that we would take on would be America. Read.
According to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
Because our fathers departed from the Lord, guess what? They didn't teach us how to serve the one true God, the God of the nation of Israel. Read this.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
So we've been discontinued from our heritage. The same nation of people that tell us to wave the American flag, wave it high, be proud of it. They're the same nation of people that did this.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
In the land which thou knowest not, go ahead.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Which shall burn forever. So, read that part again. Read it from the top.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
In the land which we know not. So how are we serving our enemies today? For everything. For everything. So sister, I know I'm sure the brother was going over the American flag is of the devil. It's a symbol of oppression. That's what it is. It's a symbol of your slavery. Right now, our people are putting flags on their cars. They have flags on their shirts. They have flags on their desks at work. Symbols of oppression. Symbols of slavery. Symbols of the same nation of people that hate your guts. That put you to death in the streets. We wear that proudly. No more. After this day, no more. Sister, no more.
No more.
What's your nationality? From what tribe?
I don't know what tribe.
Look at this sign. What tribe are you from? What is your father?
Judah.
From the tribe of Judah. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. For the majority of our people, they will not admit that. They won't understand that. That's a special thing. That is a special thing to know who you're from, to know where you're from, whose you are, who you belong to. Give me Joel 2:27. That's a beautiful thing. Joel chapter 2, verse 27.
Joel chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
You shall know that I am in the midst of Israel. The same God that created the heavens and the earth. The same God that created all the other nations. He said this.
And that I am the Lord, your God.
Your God. Your God. These people's God. Read.
And none else.
And none else. Nobody else can stake claim to that. No other nation can stake claim to that. Not the red man. Not Esau, who's the so-called white man today. Not the Chinese. Not the Japanese. Give me Isaiah 14. Read it from the top.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed.
And my people shall never be ashamed. Why? Because we'll know, once we understand who we are, guess what? We can walk with our heads held high. Now we got that confidence. Right now we don't have confidence. That's why we identify ourselves with everything else but the Israelites from the tribe of Judah, from the tribe of Benjamin, from the tribe of Simeon, Naphtali, Levi. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 17. So we know who we are. Let's see what the Most High thinks of the other nations outside of these people right here.
What about when you have mixed blood?
We'll get there. We'll get there. Read this.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 17.
Let's get an understanding of what the Most High thinks of the other nations outside of the people on this side.
You know,
All nations,
All nations. All nations. The Chinese, the Japanese, the East Indians, all nations.
before him are as nothing.
Are as nothing.
That's right.
Nothing. Think about that. Think about nothing. You can't think about nothing because it's nothing. Read.
And they are counted to him less than nothing. That's right.
Less than nothing. Not only are the other nations, the so-called white man, the East Indian, the Chinese, the Japanese, not only are you nothing, you're less than nothing in the sight of the Most High God.
That's right.
Less than nothing. Read.
And vanity.
So you said about the mixing, right?
Like mixing up blood.
Mixing the blood. I'm gonna show you. The seed, you know who you are based on your father's seed. Why do I say that? Because a woman, she can't get pregnant without what? Without a man's seed. All right? So we're gonna prove that.
Numbers chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees.
And they declared their pedigrees, their family line, their lineage. Read.
After their families, by the house of their fathers.
By the house of their fathers. So you know, so yeah, there may be a lot of mixing, especially with the northern kingdom. Give me that, Hosea. Especially amongst the northern kingdom, which is the Hispanic and Native American tribes. Yeah, there was a lot of mixing going on, which is the reason why they have different complexions and things like that. We'll get that. Hosea.
Hosea chapter 7, verse 8. Ephraim had mixed himself among the people.
When it says Ephraim, it means the northern kingdom. So from Ephraim all the way down, because Ephraim was the lead tribe of the northern kingdom, and Judah was the lead tribe of the southern kingdom, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. But Judah's the head tribe of all the tribes. All right? Read this again.
Ephraim, he had mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned.
So a lot of people ask, well, like you said, about the mixing. Well, you got some light, you got some dark. When you go down deep into Mexico, our Issacharite brothers are darker than me, darker than everybody here. But then you get brothers, when you come to America, that look like so-called white, the so-called white man. That's because they mixed themselves among the people. When the conquistadors came over, what were they doing? They were sleeping around, raping, robbing, pillaging this country.
Right.
But that's where we have to try to find out where our bloodline actually goes to really know
Give me Romans 8.
that who you are.
I'm going to show you how you can know who you are. We don't need a bloodline going all the way back to Moses. We don't need that. I'm going to show you why. Romans chapter 8, verse 16. I'm going to show you why we don't need to go all the way back to Genesis to understand who we are.
Romans chapter 8, verse 16.
Sisters, this is for you. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You're the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Read this.
The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit.
So the Spirit is this Bible. Bears witness with our spirit that what?
That we are the children of God.
For example, if you go to a steakhouse, so, you know, you got black folks, let's say we go to a steakhouse, and you order a T-bone. For the vast majority of us, we like our steak how? Well done, all the way through. I don't want to see no pink in my steak. I don't want my steak to move. I don't want it bloody. I'm going to show you how that bears witness with our spirit. That's in our spirit, just natural. You got that?
Bring it up.
Give me Leviticus 17.
I'm going to prove to you that the commandments that are in this Bible bear witness with our spirit naturally.
Leviticus chapter 17, verse 12. Therefore I said unto the children of Israel.
To who?
To the children of Israel.
You, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
No soul of you shall eat blood.
No soul of you shall eat blood. Sisters, have y'all gotten flyers yet? Have y'all gotten flyers? Get them flyers. Read it from the top.
Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, no soul of you shall eat blood.
No soul of you shall eat blood. So that's why I say that's in our spirits naturally. To want to eat our meat well done. That's, go back to Romans. That's why it said this.
Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God.
That's how we know.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.